The wonderful combination of the lion's yellow fur with the color of the savanna grassland helps them camouflage. The predator quickly galloped forward and jumped onto the zebra's back. Zebras show strong resistance to protect themselves. Zebras' strong resistance sometimes put lions at risk of serious injury. Leopards patiently wait for an opportunity to attack their prey. Leopards regularly hunt small zebras. The mother zebra resisted fiercely with powerful kicks. However, the apricot flower protected its meal. A cheetah weighs about 60 to 90 kilograms. And a zebra usually weighs from 200 to 450 kilos. Despite the large difference in size, cheetahs still pose a significant threat to zebras. Zebras repeatedly use back kicks to keep predators away from their young. The cheetah still tries to protect its meal. The mother zebra was angry. She bravely kicked the cheetah. But in the end, the little zebra still couldn't escape the attack of the predators. In a dangerous situation, the mother giraffe panicked and kicked her baby. The lion family rushes to attack in search of a meal for themselves. The small animal lay down and had almost no chance of survival. The mother giraffe still did not give up and continued to chase away the lion. Wild buffalo, with their strength and ferocity, are usually not the prey chosen by lions. However, when too hungry, lions still risk their lives to fight this fierce prey. Surprisingly, the mother buffalo did not panic. She quickly attacked and fought back against the lion to protect her young. Life in nature often knows no luck. No matter how hard the mother buffalo tried, she could not escape the Lion King. The mother buffalo died and became a meal for this hungry lion. An old baby deer is drinking water by the cool river. I don't know what war it went through, but it left a hole in its mouth. It's pitiful for him when he drinks water. The water comes out on its own. Unfortunately for the lion that has strayed into the territory of the buffalo gourd. Waiting for the lion to fall from the tree, the buffaloes rush to use their strong horns to knock the lion down. A painful sight of a giraffe. Despite trying to run to safety, the giraffe was still discovered and chased by the hyenas. Fortunately, it ran to its mother, causing the hyenas to give up. No wonder the tenacity of the deer when it's back in its full terrible wounds. But it still walked calmly without a bit of pain. It's hard to come across this peaceful sight of cheetahs. A rather painful wound on the jaguar's thigh. It must have been through a brutal battle to be able to leave such a wound. The lion's wobbly steps are no longer steady. It must have encountered a very strong opponent to suffer such serious injuries. Due to the pain, it gradually fell down. Dubbed the Lord of the Jungle, the lion still cannot avoid injuries. Leopards don't know why lying in the middle of the road. Some kind person pushed the leopard a bowl of water. Out of curiosity, the leopard got its head stuck inside the kettle. Everyone around wanted to help, but no one came close. As a result of the certain war, this wildebeest has a defect in one of its hind legs that makes it difficult to move. It tries to get used to these injured legs. The crocodile lay motionless, only opening its eyes out of the water, waiting for its prey. The deer, in pain, tried to drag each step, but it couldn't because the crocodile's sharp teeth were biting back into its body. With some power, it escaped, but the wound it left was too great. Only the two front legs can move, causing the hyena to drag every step with difficulty. Faced with the enemy that caused the deer to severely injure its hind legs, the pain caused its footsteps to become heavy. Injured legs prevent the deer from running and jumping, but it still managed to get up even if it was tripped. But in the end, it succumbs to adversity. The broken hind leg makes the baby giraffe the target of these hyenas. The baby deer ran as fast as they could to the mother's side. The hyena was disappointed to leave their prey. The uncontrollable upper body makes it difficult for brown bears to cross the road. To be able to lift the upper body is to put all of its strength into its hind legs to jump up high. Its body is not perfect, but it is still trying every day. Injury to the leg causes the deer to fall behind with its herd. Walking is difficult. The possibility of becoming a predator's sight is increased. What happened to these deer that caused their bodies to be so deformed? For rhinos, losing their horns is the ultimate loss of protection. The dangerous life is now more dangerous, especially when this deer injured one of its hind legs, making it difficult for it to run and jump. The baby deer was being torn by packs of hyenas when a hippopotamus rushed to scare the hyenas away. Unfortunately, the deer jumped right into the mud, making it difficult for it to move. The hippopotamus kept opening its mouth toward the deer to chase it away from the swamp, causing it to back away in fear. The baby deer is dangerous, and from both sides, the hippo on one side, the hyenas on the other. The hyenas constantly approach their prey, making the hippo feel uncomfortable. It rushes to throw the baby deer and then throw it ashore. Seizing the opportunity, the hyenas pulled the dying deer of the hippo's sight. Maybe the hippo just didn't want to be disturbed. The baby hippo was standing when suddenly the lion rushed out and bit the baby hippo and ran away. When the lioness saw the mother hippo rush over, the lion let go of the baby hippo and escaped. The lion clings to the hippo's back to bite. The wounds are torn so deep that the hippo is weak. A zebra was badly injured in the lower abdomen. A rather large wound, leaving it without much strength. I only know how to watch and do not want predators to approach me. A lion that has just gone through a very fierce fight can make its lower jaw want to fall off like that. The lion is seriously injured, and it's very difficult for him to drink water. It gradually despairs and can only collapse. The lion cub broke both its hind legs, but it still tries to walk to its mother. Although it only has 2 front legs, it can still overcome obstacles on the way. Seeing her son's efforts, the mother lion came to comfort him. The hippo was surrounded by lions and jumped on the hippo's back to tear them apart. Can't see the hippo's resistance, it must be in pain. Such a big hippo still has to fall in front of the lions. The rivalry between 2 giraffes, the headers are intense. Using your own neck is repeatedly hit the opponent's neck, causing the opponent to have an injury. Just a few more hits to the head and the opponent fell. Seeing the opponent fall, this giraffe came forward and stomped on the opponent's body. Painful wounds on zebras. Looks like it just got through a very intense battle. Only Up can leave such deep wounds. The steps were difficult, her body was full of wounds. Wild animals are facing challenges. Being injured in the wild makes survival even more difficult. The most famous antelope herds occur in the Serengeti region of Tanzania and Kenya. In these places, the numbers of migrating wildebeest reaches nearly 2 million. The migration looks majestic, but the risks involved are too great. The crocodile jumped up and bit the face of one of the hundreds of wildebeest. The big, strong wildebeest struggled fearlessly. Will it finally escape the enemy's attack? Wildebeests are herbivores, relatively gentle and shy. However, when attacked, it did not submit to fate. It fought fearlessly with the swamp assassin. The antelope's efforts seemed to be successful. Suddenly, a larger crocodile approached and delivered the finishing blow. After a while of stalking, the lion decided to rush towards the zebra herd. Although the lion was able to bite its prey's neck, it fell into a disadvantageous position when it was pinned to the ground by the zebra. The zebra decided to counterattack, causing the lion to painfully let go of its prey. Although it survived the lion's attack, it could be seen that it was having a lot of difficulty moving. With a deep wound and one leg unable to walk, it was exhausted and then collapsed. Along with wildebeests, zebras begin their migratory journey across the river. They will have to face crocodiles, who are considered predators that are obsessed with all creatures. Having just escaped from the swamp killer, the mother zebra was unlucky when a hungry leopard lurked in the bushes. When attacked by a leopard, the zebra hardly resisted because it was exhausted. It wasn't over yet. The crocodile crawled ashore and stole the zebra back. The slippery rocks made it impossible for the crocodile to reach the leopard's meal, and he had to give up. The little zebra is fighting for his life. The little zebra's leg was injured, making it unable to escape. It tried to move with its front legs and used the last of its strength to fight off the hyenas. Faced with the overwhelming dominance of the hungry wild animals, it had to give up and accept its fate. This zebra was pregnant and could not keep up with the herd, so she was attacked by the hyenas. The hyenas gathered behind the zebra. Hyenas are relatively common carnivores in Africa, with a hideous, cold-blooded and cruel appearance. Poor baby zebra. The hyena carries away the female zebra's unborn baby. Zebras are an important part of the ecosystem and are often targeted by predators. The confrontation between them and the lions is part of the natural life cycle, demonstrating the balance in wild nature. The zebra was exhausted and gave up. The ill-fated zebra became a hearty meal for two lions. African lions are strong animals with an extremely decisive and clever way of hunting. They walk stealthily after their prey and wait for an opportunity to pounce on the animal closest to them. But to bring down such adult zebras would take a lot of time. The good coordination of the herd members defeated their prey. Wandering in pursuit of natural food sources, zebras must face many dangers. After escaping the dangerous river, the lions were waiting for the zebras to come ashore, and then they rushed to attack. Baby zebra cannot escape the claws of two professional predators. Unlike elephants, their large shape puts giraffes at many disadvantages. However, when placed on the boundary between life and death, miracles can still happen. The giraffe was lucky enough to escape its ruler in Africa. Faced with a group of lions, the giraffe was not afraid and did not run away. Giraffes have long and slender legs. When confronting a predator, such as a lion, giraffes can use powerful kicks as natural defense. Kicks will be delivered when the predator tries to approach from below or behind. The power of maternal instinct is immense. The mother giraffe will stand next to her injured baby, ensuring safety and protection from other dangers. With special care, mother giraffes help their babies recover.
Whenever we watch predators hunt their prey, we always feel like the poor victims are defenseless. Well, in this countdown, we have put together a series of videos where you can see predators get a taste of their own medicine. If you like to cheer for the underdog, it's time to watch as we count down 16 moments when prey take down predators with their horns. At 16, gazelle versus cheetah. The cheetah isn't the biggest cat, but it's the fastest. So when it goes on the hunt, it's not easy to get away. However, the gazelle is also extremely fast and is equipped with a pair of long horns that can do some damage. In this sequence, a cheetah decides to hunt a gazelle. It's a race between two of the fastest land animals in the world. The cheetah hangs onto the gazelle's rear end, but it's not easy for the cheetah to hold on. The gazelle is big and strong and keeps kicking the cheetah, which is having an awfully hard time getting a stranglehold on the gazelle. The cheetah gets some help from its cubs, but it's still very difficult for them to bring the gazelle down. The gazelle can move the adult cheetah, which allows it to stab it in the midsection and drive the cheetah into the ground. The horns of the gazelle are piercing the flesh of the cheetah, and eventually the gazelle escapes. The gazelle is not in great shape, but the cheetah is in even worse shape. You can see her side has been ruptured by the gazelle's horns. With this injury, the cheetah will not be able to hunt, and it could mean the end for her and her cubs. Number 15. Cheetah versus impala. This next battle is between a cheetah and an impala. The impala gives the cheetah a hell of a fight, and it almost looks like the impala is going to overpower the feisty cat when it has it turned on its back and almost pinned to the ground. However, the cheetah manages to grab the impala by the neck and tries suffocating it. The impala is in trouble, gasping for its life as the cheetah cubs wait impatiently for Mum to prepare dinner. The cheetah, figuring the impala is dead, drops it to the ground and the cubs run in and begin eating. However, The impala, being the great actor that it is, was faking its death and runs out of there as fast as it can, enough for it to escape from the grasp of the exhausted cat. That's what happens when you serve dinner and it's not well cooked. Number 14. Cheetah versus Nyala bull. The Nyala bull is huge, and even though these 3 adult cheetahs team up to bring it down, it won't be easy. The bull uses the tree to protect its back and faces the cats head-on, charging them with its horns where necessary. The cheetahs try to destabilize the bull, but the bull stands its ground, and it looks like the felines will have to look elsewhere for something to eat. At 13. Gemsbok versus cheetah. The oryx is a large antelope that lives in herds on the deserts and dry plains of Africa. The gemsbok is also a large antelope in the genus Oryx, but lives in regions of southern Africa. Both animals are remarkably similar, and both have deadly horns that can kill the most dangerous predators. In our first clip, these 2 young cheetahs have discovered an injured gemsbok that may have escaped from a lion. These young cheetahs decide to chase the herd, and they end up catching a calf. But the young cheetahs did not expect the calf's mother to jump into the action and attack them, but that's exactly what she does. The cheetahs are stunned and run away. The calf seems okay, but its mother checks up on it to make sure. She smells the calf under its belly and immediately runs after the cheetahs. Number 11. Wildebeest versus lion. Wildebeest are probably the lion's favorite prey. In this clip, 2 lionesses strike a wildebeest, which retaliates by hooking one of its horns into one of the lioness's leg. The wildebeest keeps stabbing at the hooked lioness and doesn't stop until it throws her onto the ground. Meanwhile, the other lioness is biting the wildebeest's leg, so the wildebeest tries to hit the feline with its horns. The lionesses by chance end up running away from the wildebeest. This was one mad wildebeest. Number 10. Wildebeest versus lion. Wildebeest are vulnerable when they're isolated and facing a pride of lions, but one-on-one, a wildebeest can handle itself quite well against one lion, as you can see in this video. This wildebeest is taking it to this lioness, and it's ramming its horns into the lioness's body. So much so that the lioness goes flying and eventually scrams. It's probably asking itself, what kind of crazy wildebeest is this? This lioness was taught that wildebeests were easy prey, and all it had to do was jump on it, and it would be game over. But as you surely saw, it's far from being the case. Number 9. Buffalo versus lion. The lion does not have many opponents capable of defeating it, but there is one formidable foe that the lion must avoid. While lions can kill almost any prey, particularly when working together, the buffalo is notoriously difficult to kill. A lion on its own would have a hard time taking a Cape buffalo down, so they usually gang up when it's time for a hearty meal. A hungry lion got even more than it bargained for after its attack on a Cape buffalo took a drastic turn in an impressive video recently captured in South Africa's Kruger National Park. One lion pounced on the buffalo and appeared to be seconds away from a fresh kill after 2 young lions had been stalking the buffalo prior to the attack. The buffalo appeared to be exhausted, and the game appeared to be over. Then 2 of the original herd returned to investigate, when one buffalo made a daring rescue, charging at the lion and flipping the predator high into the air with its strong head horns. Surprisingly, all the animals managed to survive the fight relatively unscathed, except for the 2 felines' egos. Number 8. Rhino versus warthog. Rhinos are usually peaceful unless they're provoked, and I don't know what these warthogs are trying to do, but it looks like they're taunting this rhino. I would be extremely careful if I were them because they don't want to upset this beast of an animal. The rhino doesn't feel threatened, but it's probably annoyed, and if that's the case, something is bound to happen that the warthogs may regret. After staring at the warthogs for a few seconds, the rhino decides it's time to teach these pigs a lesson, and it throws one of the warthogs up into the air with its powerful horn. I told you something was bound to happen. I guess sometimes you certain individuals must learn the hard way. Number 7. Wildebeest versus cheetah. This young wildebeest fights off these 2 cheetahs like a bat out of hell, and it doesn't stop twisting and turning so it can escape the grasp of the felines. The herd watches the action from afar, but slowly approaches as if to scare off the cats. In the middle of the chaos, for some reason, the wildebeest manages to free itself with a little help from the herd. Number 6. Buffalo versus lion. In this video, the lioness takes on a huge buffalo, and you can see the buffalo flipping the lion into the air without a problem. The big cat injures itself and retreats. You can see it limping as it crosses the road to recuperate in the bush. However, with an injury like that, I'm not sure this cat will survive very long. If it can't hunt and eat, it will eventually die. Number 5. Buffalo versus lion. In this video, this time it's a male lion that tries to attack another massive buffalo. But the buffalo stands its ground and charges the male lion with its horns. The lion retreats and forgets about the entire hunt, at least for the time being. Number 4. Yak versus snow leopard. In this video, this snow leopard tries to snatch a baby yak, but it didn't foresee the adult yaks coming to the young yak's defense. Yakety yak! Even though the cat has the calf by the neck, its mother continues pouncing on the snow leopard until it lets go and runs away. Number 3. Buffalo versus crocodile. A crocodile fastened onto a buffalo bull's lower leg, and a second bull came to his aid, hurling the crocodile twice into the air. The crocodile appears to have been gored thoroughly, whereas the buffalo appeared to have escaped with only minor injuries. The croc survived and can now be identified by the large scar on its side. The scar tissue is thin enough that when the croc breathes in, it spreads outwards and forms a balloon shape. Some years after the incident, you can clearly see this. Number 2. Elephant versus buffalo. If you want to see how powerful an elephant really is, just watch it run towards this buffalo and pound it into the ground. The buffalo has no chance to survive if the elephant doesn't stop charging it. Imagine an animal weighing in at 14,000 pounds, literally stepping all over you and pouncing into you with its huge killer tusks. Number 1. Hyena versus common eland. I love the way these two common elands charge this hyena to try and prevent it from killing their young. But the hyena is tenacious and will not give up until it gets its prize. The common elands strike it several times with their horns, but it's just not enough to prevent the hyena from killing the young calf. Sometimes you win some, and sometimes you lose some. I'm sure you enjoyed watching some preys retaliate for once. Of course, not all of them succeeded, but at least they gave it their best shot. My favourite had to be the wildebeest knocking the lion on its butt. Which one was your favourite? Why don't you let us know in the comments below? Well, that's our countdown of the 16 moments when prey take down predators with their horns. If you enjoyed this video, please give us a like and let us know in the comments what you think. Check out our other videos and subscribe to be part of the fun. Click on the notification icon so that you can see our new videos as soon as they're uploaded. That's it for now.
Hello everyone and welcome. Hope you're having a nice day. In today's animal fighting episode, I will introduce you to 30 moments filled with animal fighting and survival. So let's not wait any longer and get right into it. Number 1. 2 wild buffaloes are wrestling in the fields, under the observation of the lions and other buffaloes. It seems that the lion is very indifferent to the buffaloes nearby. They rush to a place where the buffaloes can rustle, and the ferocious herd of wild buffaloes are circling around the lions. The quickness helped them escape the threat of the herd, but the wild buffaloes must risk their life to rush towards the ferocious lions, knocking them down to the ground. The other buffaloes, seeing their friend attack, come to the rescue. The buffaloes attack the lions very ferociously, butting them way into the sky. On the lawn, the buffaloes are being attacked by the herd of lions. There are deep wounds on the buffalo, but the lions do not give up. They continue to attack the buffalo. Now he is an easy prey. The lion has been injured. He must fight to attack the buffaloes. The wounds on the lion and the buffalo has made it difficult for them to move. They can only rest and suffer. Number 2. The lion is walking amongst the grass. In the distance, the leopard is cautiously approaching his prey, the thorny forest porcupine. The porcupine is engrossed feeding without paying attention of any leopard in the distance. Though the leopard reaches his prey and the spikes hinder him in the face and paws. The leopard is determined to chase the porcupine. He has failed. Now they become engrossed, stuck in his face, all around him. The porcupine has injured the leopard. Number 3. A little lion walks across the savannah, wounded from the battle. By the field, the mother lion is laying down, drinking some water, not quite paying attention to the injured cub. The lions are resting about, ignoring the others that have been attacked. The zebra lies motionless on the ground, surrounded by a pack of lions tearing it apart for dinner. Another lion lies on the ground, trying to move ahead. He is badly injured and helpless. Number 4. The lions are surrounding and attacking the black buffalo. Another ferocious lion has jumped onto the buffalo, knocking him to the ground. There are scratches on the face and the body, and they still surround the buffalo on the ground. There are a few white storks leisurely drinking water nearby. Very rare do we come across such peaceful moments in the animal kingdom. The lion chases the herd of buffalo on green grass, quickly grabbing at its neck and back with the lion's sharp teeth. The two buffaloes fight to the battle. They aggressively advance and take the bait from the lion, while another one is stalking on the grass. The buffalo is aware of threats. He turns to walk away, but the lion does not let him get away. He stalks his prey from behind. The hunt does not stop here. The lion will follow him through the grass, waiting for an opportunity. Number 5. Two deers are eating some leaves on the pavement. In the distance, there is another herd of deer. One appears to have an injured leg. He tries to stand on only 3 legs. It's walking with heavy steps closer. Perhaps the deer is looking for help. He walks about in the town, seeking guidance. Number 6. The lions are slowly moving towards their prey, the black buffalo. Quickly, they grab on, surrounding it. After some time, they manage to get the buffalo down. The lion must attack in the back and the neck. They surround the buffalo, and he has no chances of survival. Another buffalo is in the grasslands. The herd attack the buffalo in the swamp. He shows no fear, but risks his life, threatened by the pack of lions. The aggression scares the buffalo, and they suddenly bite from behind, pouncing onto the buffalo, taking advantage of the opportunity. Another buffalo appears to chase the lions away, protecting his fellow. They're there trying to get the lions away. The blood and scratches of the buffalo show a very fierce battle. Number 7. Wild buffaloes are ramming the lion into the air, upside down, under the witness of other buffaloes in the distance. The lions are aware of their weak strength in compared to the fierce and brutal strength of the buffalo. They do not rush to attack. Another buffalo has attacked a lion on the ground. The lions look frantically, and suddenly, he's collapsing to the ground. The pool of blood on the snout of the lion shows a fierce battle that has happened. He tries to walk on the grass, but the wounds are destroying him. Number 8. Number 7. Zebras graze in the grass with some very clear scratches from what we think to be war. After eating for some time, the horse tries to stand on the ground. The wounds are so severe that the zebra falls to the ground. Immediately, he has gone out. The baby comes to help the mother, but it is no use.